Hello, this is Alessandrina, and today I'm going to talk about the power of choice, the power to choose that you have in your life, and how sometimes this power of choice can be seemingly limited or reduced through the process of our own negative past interpretations of reality, our patterns, our conditioning, the ways in which, based on this lifetime or our ancestors and how they have made their choices in life, how we're influenced by that, and how that can come in the way of each person actually harnessing the power that they have to choose each experience in life. And one of the confusing factor in realizing our power of choice, of choosing the experiences that we choose in life, really comes from essentially the momentum of the past, meaning that when experiences unfold in the present moment, they're a result of choices we've made in the past. And sometimes those choices were made from judgment, they were made from fear, they were made from aversion, they were made from attachment. And so in that process of making a choice that is not a fully conscious choice, that doesn't that doesn't have the capacity to comprehend the implication of that choice and the different ways in which the choice that we make can have implications on ourselves or on others. Well, in the present moment, we're actually experiencing the result of those less conscious choices that we've made, less wise, less discerning choices that we've made. And as a result of that, in the present moment, we can be in the illusion that we don't have power of choice. And we do have power of choice. Just because we're living something in the present moment that is a result of the past doesn't mean that we can choose in the present moment how we receive the result of the past, how we interpret it, what we project about it or don't project about it, essentially staying conscious and aware and realizing without judgment and without aversion that the experience is simply a result of the past. It is not in alignment with our conscious choice in the present moment, conscious choice of experience. And so if we can stay present to that understanding, then what happens is that everything that is still having momentum from the past that is unfolding into the present moment, we can recognize as a result of those prior less conscious choices, and we can operate from non-judgment, non-aversion, and compassion for ourselves and patience. And then when we do that, we now have the capacity to realign and to allow ourselves to really understand more deeply what choice is available to us, not from wanting something or not wanting something. So being attached or being averse, not from judgment, simply from conscious wisdom and discernment, being able to assess in that moment what is going to be in our highest and best good, in the highest and best good of the people that we are in relationship with, and hopefully in the highest and best good of all, in the highest and best good of the environment, of nature, of the world. And so when we can start to really harness this power of choice, understanding the implications of all of our choices and ways in which things might unfold from that choice, then we start to have more peace, more joy, more experiences of connection, of love, of equanimity, and life gets better. So for most people, due to our conditioning and due to lack of information available in that regard for most people, there's not this sense of being empowered to choose. There's more this sense of life happening to us rather than happening for us, and then learning from the what you could call the karmic lessons of the past, meaning the domino effects of our choices in the form of the results and experiences that we're having in the present moment. So when we start to actually realize that, and we start to operate from that power of choice, and realize that in every moment that power of choice is available to us, even if the second before we may have thought, felt, operated from patterns that were not as conscious, not as wise, not as discerning, and then we kind of like see the domino effects of that. If we can be at peace, if we can remain patient, compassionate, and understanding of whatever has brought that in motion, whatever past life influences, ancestral influences, parental influences, childhood conditioning, which is partly parental influences. If we can realize all of those factors and influences, and we can have peace with that, and we can be very motivated without judgment, without fear, without aversion, to understand how those influences are actually not in alignment with what we truly and most deeply want in our hearts and souls, and then we can work towards releasing those influences, so that in every moment we find ourselves in that moment, in the present moment, with the power of choice, of choosing the experiences that we choose, of choosing the thoughts, the emotions, the energetic state that we're in, the relationship dynamics that we're in, and how we engage in the world, our actions, our behaviors. So I thought that this would be something that might be helpful to you, to understand that you have the power of choice, that in every moment, if you are not operating from judgment or from aversion, then you become more grounded and conscious and able in each moment to choose the experiences, the situations, the relationship dynamics that you most deeply want, and to also find peace with the remnants of the past that might still be influencing you, so that over time, as you have equanimity towards those, their influence is now being transmuted, it's being released, and now you can actually live in the present moment with the power of choice that is informed by conscious wisdom and discernment. I hope this helps you, and I'm sending you much love.